Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready? Ready? Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Great. Check 25. Ready?
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
20.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Running on 1st down, Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down and 4, Taylor nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the 1st down in the process. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Complete. It's Henry. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
58 for Mike.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that special...
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Ochena Nwosu in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, Newton. Flush to his right, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A 6-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Taylor now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Taylor. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a 1st. Now Taylor on 1st down. being chased out left. Now he's going to go. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Jarius Wright. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton buying time to his left. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot.
And the pressure gets to him again. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Once more, here's Eckler. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Open man, it's Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Taylor now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. This is a counter play, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Taylor. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's Taylor. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get him into the right defense.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Here's Ty Long now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
From the end zone, Newton eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5. Newton on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton, quick slant, caught by Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Now Gordon on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch him between the tackles but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. Newton now to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The Panthers on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Newton. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 77 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got 1 of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 21. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Nifty move. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Gun.
Now Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward.